morning, guys. T-Best1A back again. It's been a little while since I made a video. I've been so busy trying to just get the bike up to par and get the tuning done, and pretty much just get her dialed in. Right now I'm within the break-in of 500 miles, or I have to keep it under 5,000 RPM for 500 miles. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now, headed up to Lake George, and that's going to be about a 4-hour ride, all back roads, all fun. So we're going along with that. So I figured I'd bring you guys up to speed on what's been going on, because I've been posting the chronicle videos with the bike updates, the first start, from tear down all the way to the actual first start of the bike. And it's actually been going pretty good. So I really cannot complain at all. Although I will say, tuning was a little bit different due to with the setup and things like that. Using the XB head and the XB jug, a little bit of an overbore and a different piston. A lot of things were different. I'm gonna run into a lot of school buses here because it's morning time, and all the kiddies have to go to school, including mine, my little girls, and my son. They all gotta get up and head to school. So yeah, so that was a little bit different. In regards to the jetting, I had to jet like pretty much just way down, which was kind of just nuts. So anyway, I pretty much did manage to get her into pretty much of a decent state at this point, where I'm getting the air-fuel ratios that I want throughout the band. And so anyway, I'm taking this ride up to Lake George. They're doing a Americade up there. They have that bike week going on. Hopefully tomorrow I can get to test ride a few bikes and actually have some fun. Today I'm hoping to hit some back roads up there that I'm going to look at, and maybe get some video and done, and have a little bit of fun, a little bit of safe fun at that. So, and been a while since I've done a vlog. How about that? Oh my god, it's been a while since I've done a vlog. I guess we can consider this a decent vlog update. I'll see if I can post it from my Samsung Galaxy tab at some point in time, and get a little video footage going there. The only thing with the Samsung Galaxy tab, it's not like the iPad where you actually get a video editor. They kind of don't really give you a video editor, so that's the only weird part about the Galaxy Note, not Galaxy Note, the Galaxy Tab Pro. There's no video editor in there, so you have to download these external Android video editors, and nobody knows, and who knows how good those work. They could end up sucking for all I know. So that's pretty much where any videos I upload in the next few hours or the next few days will come from. Stuck behind a bus. Joy. So anyhow, I guess if I wanted to do a vlog, I would do a vlog probably about how and why I got started into riding. Well, let's start with why I started riding. Well, I wanted to start riding because I wanted to explore a lot of back roads. I love the concept of two wheels. I love the concept of leaning. I love motorcycles. I've always loved motorcycles. I've always been attracted to the concept of two wheels, the handlebars, and just that open road, and just enjoying yourself. That's always been something I do that I would love. So I ended up deciding decided to get a motorcycle, and the motorcycle I actually really wanted, that I really loved, and I do say this in my first video where that I filmed showing my glass. This was the Suzuki M50. I believe that is close to 900cc bike. Uses a D-tune, if I'm not mistaken, Hayabusa motor or something of that sort. Very nice bike, and D-tune. And I was looking at them. I found a few. They were like close to 3,000, somewhere around there. 3,000, 3,500. And you know, I started to think. I said, man, you know, first bike. I said, I don't know if this is a good idea to purchase a motorcycle that I really want, and then freaking what happens if I freaking drop it? So I kind of decided against that, and started looking cheaper into like $1,000 bikes. So I decided to go with a Buell Blast. Actually, no, it was between a Buell Blast and the Kawasaki Ninja 250. Those two bikes I was looking at. They were pretty much priced around that price, like $1,000. You know, somewhere around there. And it just so happened the Buell Blast, it was hard to find one under $2,000. You could not. I saw the bike. I just liked the look of it. There was just something about the look of the bike that I liked, and it kind of just struck me. It pretty much just struck me straight off. You know. So then I came across an ad of a guy out in Pennsylvania, and he was not close in Pennsylvania either. He was pretty far. He was way out there, out in the country, damn near in the sticks, like where I live. Anyhow, so I emailed the guy, you know, and he responds. I call the guy, and everything seems to check out. He wants $1,200 for the bike. I'm like, dude, I do not see this bike for $1,200. So anyway, I go out there, I see the bike, and the bike looks freaking good, man. The guy freaking pulls it out, one touch of the button, she fires right up. The only downfall was that the bike was freaking purple. Purple. It also had the, you know, the Dunlops on there where the back tire was pretty much worn out. So anyway, I tell the guy, hey, I said, hey, I'll give you, you know, I give you, I know you want $1,200, bro. You know what, I give you $1,000, bro. You know, he's like, oh, well, you know, I can't do 1,000, that's a little too low. I can't do that, I can't go that low. So I said, all right, no problem. Well, how about you keep that low seat, because I don't need it, and I just take the high seat, and you know, you could do 1,000. So long story short, we ended up at about 1,050, somewhere around there. And even though it was really and truly supposed to only be my starter bike, which I had no real qualms with and didn't mind. Ooh, that was fucking damn tar snakes. I ended up making quite a few changes, and the reason why I made those changes was because I found this Buell forum, and they actually helped me to make a lot of changes to the bike. So anyway, with that being said, it's turned into the current form and status that it's in now, with all the things done to it to make it, you know, just to make it more enjoyable and make it just that much more fun. Now, of course, the other thing was that I mainly wanted for my wife and I to do a lot of riding together, and of course that is still the plan. But the only problem with this bike is I don't have rear sets on it, so eventually I will be purchasing a bike with rear sets, which you've seen some of my other videos, and I'm still a little up in the air about it as to whether or not I want to get as to whether or not I want to get a cruiser bike or a sport cruiser, or exactly where I want to go with it. Eventually I will figure it out, and pretty much we'll end up just kind of going from there. So we shall see. We shall see where we end up going and what we end up doing. At any rate, there's just there's so many beautiful roads out here, and during those times when my wife and I get a chance to go out for a ride, or get to just go out and cruise around for a bit, when we get a babysitter, that's something that I really look forward to. And basically this bike has really been honing my skills. It's really helped me to hone my skills, my riding skills, my attention skills, my awareness skills. Oh man, look at those cows over there. How about that, huh? Anybody need some milk? You guys need some milk, huh? Anybody for some milk? Some milk? Huh? Anyway, so yeah, it's really been helping me to hone my skills and become a better rider, basically. So that's one of the things I've been working on, and I'm definitely getting there. Second season of riding, and looking forward to doing a few trips and having some great adventurous rides. Yeah, so I guess that's that pretty much wraps that up. I guess throughout the day I'll be making a few little videos. I'll be pulling over to take some photos every now and again, taking a few breaks. I brought a few bottles of water with me, just so I am feeling decent. So we will see. As she warms up, I get to pull a little bit of idle out of her. So guys, I do thank you for watching. I am at 13 minutes right now, and that is just freaking amazing. Alright, keep S1A out, ride safe, and always make it home the same way